We are hearing Harikatha of Srila Prabhupada on the bank of Radhakunda. It is related to Upadesamrita. Yesterday we heard about austerities, that if someone worships Krishna, then what is the use of austerity? If someone does not worship Krishna, then again, what is the use of austerities? No use. And if the Lord is everywhere, within and without, what is the use of austerities? And if he is not within and without, then again, what is the use of austerities? This we heard yesterday. Today, previously, the conception in the Sri Sampradaya was mixed with yoga. But Goshti Purnapat curbed this. Sri Sampradaya means from Lakshmi coming. Goshti Purna, he came later in that Sampradaya, so he said this. That he curbed, means he removed those yoga practices, austerities, all this. It is unnecessary for devotees. You can do for health if you need, but it is not necessary for your spiritual advancement. For bhajan, for that is not necessary. The characteristics of a great devotee are Sarva Bhuteshu Yah Pashet Bhagavat Bhavam Atmana Bhutani Bhagavati Atmani Esha Bhagavato Tamah. From Bhagavatam, those who see the presence of the Supreme Lord within all beings and the presence of all beings within the Supreme Lord are advanced devotees. Sobe Krishna bhajan kore ei matra jane. From Chaitanya Charitamrita, they know only that everyone serves Krishna. This is Uttamadhikari's vision is like this. Either directly or indirectly, they are serving Krishna. Hiranyakashipu also serving Krishna indirectly to show his glory. He's playing that part in Lila. So Uttamadhikari is this, like this. But we should not imitate. If we are Kanishta, then we have to practice according to our level, what is prescribed, then Madhyam, then Uttam. Everyone is a devotee, but I have never had any devotion. Sriman Mahaprabhu said, Na prema gandosti darapi meharo, krandami subhagya baram prakashitum. Bangshi bilasi anana lokanambina bibharmi yat pranna patanga kanvrita. This from Chaitanya Charitamrita. We were hearing this during Kartik every day. Mahaprabhu is saying, I do not have even a trace of love for Krishna. Still, I cry to show that I have a great fortune. Without a glimpse of the face of that flute player, I carry on my meaningless, insect-like life. So, when one has love for Krishna, actual, then he will have this feeling I don't have. He will never boast it. Like some beginner, he may think after a few days, then he will profess himself as a great devotee. But one who has actual love, he will always feel, I don't have. Though he will 24 hours serve Krishna, but still he will feel, I don't have. Because he is in connection with unlimited reality. So he feels, I have nothing. And then our Gurudev explained, if someone asks Mahaprabhu, then why you are crying so much for Krishna? You are saying you have no love. Then why you are crying so much? Then Mahaprabhu is answering, that is only for name and fame, to outwardly show that I have great devotion. So Mahaprabhu is giving, the disguise or covering. Like if you have a lot of money, you never want to show. So like that, devotee never wants to admit that he has devotion, and even if someone will give genuine reason why it is you have, he will say no, that is not for this reason, it is for only for name and fame. I'm crying that I have prema, because the real proof that I don't have prema is without seeing the face of that flute player Krishna, I'm still going on with my life. It is useless. If I would really have love for Krishna, I could not remain in this life. I would have given up this body in prema, not suicide, but I could not survive in separation from Krishna, but it is proof that still I'm living, it means I have no prema. So that is a kind of deception of pure devotee, never to admit that he has love, and really he feels like that because he's in contact with Krishna and his personal associates who are unlimited. So I'm nothing. I'm only Kripa Prarthi, means one who is praying for their grace. The Lord is present as the super soul within everyone. Horses, donkeys, outcasts, great devotees offer obeisances to everyone. Because of this, they see Vasudeva Krishna is inside everyone. Prahlad Maharaj also gave Dandavat to elephant, seeing that. That is really they're giving proper respect. But you find in Bhagavatam, when Daksha organized that yagya and he invited everyone, then when Daksha entered, then Vishnu did not stand up, Brahma did not stand up to receive him, also Shiva did not stand up, but everyone else stood up to offer him respect. So Daksha thought Vishnu is Supreme Lord, so no need to give me respect. Brahma is also my father, so no need for him. But Shiva, he is my son-in-law. My daughter Sati is married with him. It is not that I wanted to marry her to him, but Brahma, my father, ordered me. So I accepted him, and he is my son-in-law. He is lower than me. Why he did not stand up to give me respect? Then Daksha became angry, not getting respect. Then, you know, all that fighting, everything started, offending, all this. Then Shiva left, Sati also left, and then Daksha made another yagya, and he invited everyone except Shiva. Then Sati was very sorry, then now how I can go without husband? Then she said to Shiva, why you could not give respect to my father at that time? Now this problem is here. Then Shiva said, it is not that I did not give respect. He did not understand how I gave respect. I am giving respect to all inside my heart because I'm seeing the presence of Krishna everywhere. I'm not giving respect based on outward bodily these things. No. I never disrespected him, nor anyone else. I am seeing Vasudeva in his heart because I'm in that consciousness, but he misunderstood me. It was not my fault. Then Sati anyhow went there, taking permission of Shiva, And again, she understood that really Daksha has disrespect, undue disrespect to Shiva. So then she was also disturbed and she gave up her body there by yoga practice, by yoga procedure. So in that way, we may outwardly show respect, behave in this way, but actually that amanina manadina, not desiring respect for yourself and giving due respect to all, can be done only by one who is spiritually situated, seeing the presence of Krishna in everyone. It is only possible for him. That is why Prabhupada told one who is in misconception of self, he can never be humbler than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, and giving due respect to all living entities, even ant, insect, everyone, because everywhere Krishna is there inside. Trees, mountains, everywhere. And not desiring respect for himself, because he already understood that service of Krishna is necessity, not demanding respect, worldly respect. They can do, those who are in real ego. If someone is in misconception of self, that outward showing of respect or disrespect, all is on material platform. It has no value. So Shiva was transcendentally situated, but he was bodily thinking, he's lower than me, he's my son-in-law. Ultimately, because of his offense to Shiva, he had to suffer. And all those, his followers, everyone had to suffer. Only when later on they took shelter of Brahma, then Brahma said this was not good. It was offense to Shiva. Now we have to go to Shiva and beg for his forgiveness. This will come in Bhagavatam 4th canto. Our Gurudev explained on Shiva Chaturdashi. They had to go. Then it was solved when they begged for forgiveness of Shiva, because there was no fault in him. It was fault in him, in Daksha, because of bodily platform and desiring material things, but Shiva is transcendently situated. So here Prabhupada is telling, great devotees offer obeisances to everyone. They can do so physically or mentally, but they are giving respect to all, feeling the presence or seeing the presence of Krishna in everyone. The qualities of beginners, intermediates, and the advanced have been examined in both the Bhagavad and the Pancharatra, the scriptures. Followers of the Pancharatra have taste for the process of worship, archan, and the followers of the Bhagavata engage in glorification, kirtan. And we are practicing both, or only kirtan, but not only Pancharatra and without kirtan. That is not in Kali Yuga recommend. Pancharatra means these Diksha mantras. That is Pancharatrika initiation, is meant for deity worship. That is helpful for purifying our bad habits, anarthas, and getting attachment to Krishna through service of deity and surrender. But Bhagavat, initiation Bhagavat, that is Harinam. And Nam Rup Gun Lila Harikatha, all that is Kirtan. Shravan Kirtan, that is Bhagavata mark. And Brahma Gayatri is Vedic mark. So 3 margas. In Gauriya Math, we are accepting all 3 with the same purpose, to worship Krishna, or only Harinam also, because women, they don't get Brahma Gayatri, and the Diksha mantra is also not absolutely necessary. It is only to help in Nam Bhajan. Nam Bhajan is most important. only with Harinam we can get Prem in this Kali Yuga. So that is the most important initiation and most important practice. And Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur also did not give to everyone the mantra Diksha initiation. He said, no need, not necessary. Everything you will get by Harinam. Our Gurudev also in last years, he played such pastime to give this teaching. Sri Jiva Goswami Prabhu in his Bhakti Sandarbha has said, because you know in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Bhajaner Modya Shreshta Navavida Bhakti Krishna Prem Krishna Dite Dhore Mahashakti Tar Modya Sarva Shreshta Nama Sankirtan Nir Aparade Nam Loile Pai Prema Dhon. Of all devotional forums, the best are 9. Shravan, Kirtan, Smaran, those 9. Prahlad Maharaj told. Because they can give Krishna, they can give Prem to Krishna. They have great power to do that. Or our Gurudev also explained in another sense that Krishna has great power to give Prem. Krishna Prem, Krishna Dite Dhore Mahashakti. In order to give Prem, Krishna has great power. So if one will serve him in these 9 ways, or even one of those 9, Krishna will bestow him that prema, because that power is there. And then further Mahaprabhu said, Tar Modhya Sarva Shrestha. But among all these 9, the Sarva Shrestha means topmost, supreme, among all, above all, Sarva Shrestha is Nama Sankirtan. Why? Because Nir Aparade Nam Loile Pai Prema Dhon. If someone will chant Harinam, giving up all offenses, then he will get the wealth of Prema. So Jiva Goswami says in Bhakti Sandarbha, Tathah Prema Taratam Yenaiva Bhakta Mahatva Taratamya Mukhyam. Yair Linger Sa Bhagavata Priya Uttama Madhyama Tadi Vivikto Bhavati Tani Lingani Tatraiva Archana Marge Tri Vidatvam Labhyate Padmo Tara Kandoktam Mahatvan to Archana Marga Paranam Madhya Eva Gyeyam. The gradation in advancement amongst devotees is ascertained by the gradation in their love. The signs by which the advanced, the intermediate, and the beginner are distinguished as being relatively dear to the Lord are the characteristics for establishing the gradation amongst devotees. In the system of worship given in the Pancharatra, 3 stages are found. The advancement amongst Vaishnavas mentioned in the Uttarakanda of Padma Puran should be understood to apply to followers of the system of worship given in Pancharatra. Now here they are given Tatra Mahatvam. Tapadi Pancha Samskari Navejya Karma Karaka Artha Pancha Kavidvipro Mahabhagavata Smrita. The characteristics of an advanced devotee according to this system is a Brahman who has undergone the 5 samskaras, engages in the 9 forms of worship, and understands the 5 branches of knowledge, is known as a great devotee. There are 5 samskaras, Pancha Samskara. Bhaktivinoda Thakur wrote an article about this. Nam mantra Harinam, then Diti, and one more. Means when you get initiation, you will have to receive your name, sadhak name, like Madan Gopal does. It will be changed. This is one samskara. Another samskara is Harinam, Mahamantra, you have to get. Another is Diksha mantras. Then Diti, receiving Diti. And one more, I forgot now. One more samskara is there. What you have to get. Maybe this Tulsi and Tilak, like outward signs of a devotee. I think so. I can check and see. So 5 samskaras, then 9 forms of devotion, and understand 5 branches of knowledge that I'm not sure what is meant here. Then madhyamatvam, tapam, pundram, tatha nama. Oh, it is here. Sorry, it is not mentioned there. Artha Panchakadvi Vipro undergone 5 samskaras. Here they are given madhyamatvam, tapam, pundram, tatha nama mantro yagascha panchama amihi pancha samskara paramay kanti hetava. The characteristics of an intermediate devotee according to the system of worship given in the Pancharatra is performing austerities, wearing tilak, chanting the name, chanting one's mantra, and offering worship are the 5 samskaras. They, and here it is explained, as practiced by intermediates, are the cause of earnest and intense devotion. So maybe there is a difference in the level of advancement in these 5 samskaras. Uttam maybe is already accomplished. And Kanishtatvam, Shankar Chakradi, Urdhva Pundra Dharanadi Atma Lakshanam, Tan Namaskaranan Chaiva Vaishnavatvam Ihochyate. The characteristic of a beginner devotee according to the system of worship given in the Pancharatra is those who mark themselves with the conch shell, disc and other signs of the Lord, wear vertical line tilak, and offer obeisance to other Vaishnavas who wear such marks are said to be beginners. They are not yet initiated, but they are having some faith. So Madhyavas are initiated into these 5 samskaras. Perhaps Uttam means they are accomplished in this and they are engaged in 9 forms of worship and understand the 5 branches of knowledge. Maybe 5 branches of knowledge is, that is my guess, you should not take it for granted. There are 5 tattvas in Vedanta Sutra, in Vedas, and then in Vedanta Sutra are explained about Ishwar Tattva, that is God, Ishwar Tattva, knowledge of Ishwar. Then another is Jiva Tattva, knowledge of Jiva. Then one is Karma, and then time, and there are 5. Ishwar, Jiva, Chakra, Maya Tattva also. Time is, no, karma is temporary. All other tattvas are eternal. Yes, Ishwar, Maya, Jiva, time, and karma. Karma of these five is temporary. So one who knows about these five tattvas by realization, then he's Uttamadhikari. That is my guess, if this is what is meant here. It is not mentioned, five branches of knowledge. Bhagavata mote manasalingena mahabhagavatam lakshayati. According to Srimad Bhagavatam, an advanced devotee is characterized by a particular state of mind. Sarvabhuteshu yah pashet bhagavad bhavam atmana bhutani bhagavati atmani esha bhagavata tama. Those who see the presence of the Supreme Lord within all beings and the presence of all beings within the Supreme Lord are advanced devotees. Atha manasalinga vishesha neva madhyama bhagavatam lakshayati. Next, an intermediate devotee is characterized by a particular state of mind. So before, according to Pancharatra, by this external signs you can recognize, but in Bhagavatam, it is according to particular state of mind. Ishvare tat adineshu balisheshu dvisatsu cha prema maitri kripopekha yah karoti sa madhyama. Those who love the Lord, befriend the devotees, are merciful to the innocent, and ignore the inimical are intermediate devotees. Atha Bhagavat Dharma Charana Rupena Kaikena Kinchin Manasena Cha Lingena Kanishtam Lakshayati. Next, a beginner devotee is characterized by marks on the body that represent engagement in service to the Lord, and to a certain extent by a particular state of mind. So here in Kanishta, external and also some extent of a particular state of mind. Archayam eva hare pujam yah shradha yehate natat bhakteshu chaneshu sabhakta prakrita smrita. Those who faithfully worship the deity of the Lord, but not his devotees or other souls, are beginner devotees. They are not having that realization that Krishna is inside all living entities, so they don't show that due respect to all. And also they are not worshipping devotees. They are not seeing the importance of devotees, that they are inseparable from Krishna. They are his paraphernalia, so they are also to be worshipped. That they don't see, and they don't see Krishna present in everyone. Bhate chardha ratre cha madhyane divasakshaye kirtayanti harim yevai natesham anya sadhanam. Those who chant the name of the Lord in the morning, at noon, in the evening, and at midnight need no other practice. This is from Hari Bhakti Vilas. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave his own Bengali song translation of this, which we are reciting during Kartik Brata. Prabhate Madhyane Sandhyaye Anartha Chari Lao Namero Ashray. Ei Rupa Krishna Kirtan Kore. That one. Prabhate Gabira Ratre Madhyane Sandhyaye Anartha Charya Lao Namero Ashray. Ei Rupa Krishna Kirtan Kore. That you know. So if one is always chanting Harinam during the day and night, then there is no need of any other practice. It is in relation to those devotees who are Uttamadikaris, they have rag. So they are always interested only in Kirtan and Smara, and they do it whole time. Jeno janma sateh purvam vasudeva samarchita tan mukhe hari namani sadatish tanti bharata. It is also from Hari Bhakti Vilas. O descendant of Bharat, the names of the Lord always remain in the mouth of those who previously worshipped Vasudeva for 100 births. Means Archan, mark, then through establishing that relation with Krishna, that surrender, then it is possible for them to always chant Harinam. That is why Pancharatrik, this mantra diksha is given to us. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave, the Goswami's Guru Parampara, they gave to help us to realize that relationship and to get full surrender to Krishna. That will help us to better or properly chant Harinam. And certain bad habits are also removed by engaging in Archan, because you have to engage your senses, and you cannot be like in devotees, sometimes they use this word, you cannot be spaced out. If you are Pujari, then Mangalarati is at that time, and offering is at that time, then Madhyana, and then again you will have to put them to rest. Then at 4 p.m. you will have to wake them up and offer like this. So you cannot be spaced out if you are engaged in Pancharatrika, Archan Marg. Even if someone is not doing Archan, still that Sandhya Vandana you have to perform 3 times a day, or at least 2 times in the morning and in the evening, or 3 times. So for that also you cannot be spaced out, like at any time you want. And for Harinam you can do anytime, any place. But for Pancharatrika, this Diksha mantra, there is some regulation, and that is helping you to be regulated for the service of Krishna, not to be spaced out in Maya, unregulated life. That is not good. And Pujari also has to be careful when he is going to sleep. Other devotees I saw, they have to, sometimes they are chatting long into the night, or they are taking heavy prasad evening time. Why? Pujari you will not see doing these things. He will not take very heavy meal night time. Also not spend time to talk long into the night. Why? Because he knows I have to wake up in the morning. Mangalarati he has his duty. I saw in our matam. So Pujari they are very careful with their behavior. Or if they see there is some delay, many people coming, and before prasad will be distributed, everyone sitting, and then no, they take their own plate and they go and take separately, eat and go to sleep. So they are very regulated. It is good, actually. Responsible service, Srila Bhakti Rakak Sridhardev Goswami Maharaj told when someone asked him how I can get control over my mind, is very restless and so many things. Then Sridhar Maharaj said, there is only one way. When you get some responsible service, that will control your mind. You will have to be careful what you do. because you have to do that responsibility. If you have no responsibility, then you can be spaced out. But if you have responsibility, then, and there I saw very careful how much they eat during nighttime. And never gossiping, chatting, never. We should chant the name of the Lord 24 hours a day, every day. Those who are qualified to engage in service at all times always think, everyone is serving the Lord, only I have not served him. This is how advanced devotee thinks. But beginner devotee thinks, I am the only one serving. I am all right, I am good. All others are defective. This defect, that defect, and always they will speak. Out of pride, false pride. Guru may also say many defects and warning, but he's doing with proper motive to help that person out of compassion, not out of pride. Such souls have no conception, some are good and some are bad. Our Gurudev said that we have to come to that platform of vision. All are good, I am bad. Everyone is engaged in the service of Krishna, even like I did so many bad things in the past. So now I have to get that sort of behavior from someone to get reaction to my action, fruit of that action. So though someone may misbehave with me, like Suruchi did to Dhruva, it was her misbehavior, but he had to get it, that fruit, because of previous karma. So though she did bad, but those who are on that level, they will see, no, I am bad because I did bad activities in past. All are good, even he is good. Why? Because he became an instrument of Krishna to bring me that fruit which is beneficial for me. So although from that platform, Suruchi had to be punished later on because of her misbehavior. But still Dhruva, or those who are such devotees, they will see their instruments in the hand of Krishna. For my own good she did that. Because I had to get such fruit, Krishna sending mercifully for my rectification, so she is good. All are good, I'm bad. So who can see like this? We may understand, but practically, if false ego is there, some event will be created by Krishna that you will fail in seeing like that. You will fail. You will become angry. You will accuse. You will take revenge. Double punishment you will give. If someone will slap you once, you will in return slap him twice. So where is that vision? All are good, I am bad. Where is that vision? Our vision is conditioned souls. All are bad, I am good. I have no defect. I'm all good. But all problems are because of others. Others are all bad, so problems are there. Once my god brother, he came to room of Gurudev, and this my god brother, he himself told me, he said, I said to Gurudev, like, these are the defects in devotees. I'm seeing everything. I'm seeing all the defects I'm seeing. I'm seeing everyone is defective except me, he told to Gurudev. Then Gurudev smiled and he says, yes, this is the sign of conditioned soul. What you said just now is exact sign, proof, sign of a conditioned soul. Conditioned soul says like this: all are bad, I am good. It is false. But those who are advanced devotees, they will see all are good, I am bad. And they cannot blame anyone. So we have to check our thermometer, how much devotion we have, and Krishna is always making some arrangement so that our real nature, our false ego will come out. It will be exhibited, displayed. That is also mercy of Krishna. But if someone will sincerely try again and again without blaming anyone and sincerely chanting Harinam under the instruction of Guru and engage in other service, then gradually one can purify himself of all false ego, false perception, false pride, all this. Then he can enter that proper bhajan. If beginners, intermediates, or persons with selfish desires, however, imitate advanced devotees and think, I will not conceive of good and bad, good association and bad association are the same, then they will fall into bad association and will not be able to enter even the proximity of the land of devotion. Because their vision is transcendental vision. We are not having that transcendental vision. Only theoretically we may say everything is good. That is not. Kanishta should be very careful to follow the guidance of Guru, what is good, what is bad, and he has to engage in what is good action and refrain from bad actions. And Madhyamadikari, who are gurus, their duty is to teach us. This is good, this is bad. That is why they only can preach. Uttamadikari cannot preach. Because of their vision. All are serving. To whom he will instruct what. So Uttam, if Krishna orders him, will play the pastime of Madan, that this is devotional, this is non-devotional. They can guide. They themselves are engaged and they can guide others. But Kanishtas, they have to be guided. It is not the duty of Kanishtas to guide others. It is their duty to be guided in proper action and to give up wrong actions. Because Kanishta, if they will think I can guide others, they may do it for their own name and fame. I am Guru, I am superior Vaishnava. Then their ego will be fed. And another thing is, they may sometimes give guidance, they may engage someone in something which will also be for the benefit of this Kanishta, like because he is in Anarthas, so he will be biased and he will engage, and it can sometimes happen in the name of devotion. Right? And this is service of Krishna. But actually fulfilling their own anarthas. So it is not allowed or recommended that Kanishta will be guru and guide. No, it is risky, very risky. And many traps are there. We should offer obeisance to intermediate devotees and honor beginners. That is, we should give them enthusiasm. Like, yes, it is very good, but one beginner to another, because he wants name and fame, he will abuse other beginner. He will not encourage him. Guru will always encourage because he has love. But beginners among themselves, they will quarrel, compete. I am better. You are not good. To fulfill their own desires, they're doing this. Putting someone down. We should honor pandas who guide pilgrims at holy places. They engage in worship. But of course, pandas, those who are sincere pandas, like everywhere. We should offer obeisance to devotees, and we should serve experts in devotion with our body, mind, and words. We should remain engaged in their service at all times. To external vision, we should even leave the service of the Lord to serve the devotees. So here Prabhupada is to external vision. It seems like we gave up the service of Supreme Lord, like I'm in the temple doing archan. Suddenly Gurudev is calling me. Some seva is necessary. Then if I'm coming out from the temple, looks like externally I gave up the service of Supreme Lord to attend Gurudev. But I did not give up the service of the Lord, because what Guru will instruct, that will be the service of Supreme Lord. And more important one in this circumstance. That is why he's calling me. With the permission of Guru, you can serve the deity. So now Guru himself came and he wants something from you, you have to come out. And by that, you did not give up the service of Supreme Lord. You will engage in the service of Supreme Lord under the guidance of Guru. Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnur aradhanam param. Tasmat parataran devi tadyanam samarchanam. Padma Puran. Of all types of worship, the worship of Vishnu is supreme. Even better, however, O Goddess, is the worship of those who are dear to him. Once Devi Parvati, she approached Shiva and said, I am confused. Many people, they're worshipping different personalities. Some are worshipping Vishnu, some are worshipping you, some are worshipping Brahma, some are worshipping Indra, other demigods. I am confused. You tell me which is the supreme worship. Then immediately Shiva said the first line, Aradhananam sarvesham Vishnur aradhanam param. Supreme worship is the worship of Vishnu. Immediately Shiva said. Then Parvati was thinking, but I am worshipping Shiva, so my worship is not supreme. Then she again asked, there is nothing superior to the worship of Vishnu? Then Shiva answered in the second line, Tasmat parataran devi tadyanam samarchanam. There is Devi to worship Vaishnavas. That is superior. Because Krishna loves his devotees more than he loves himself. If someone worships, then Krishna will be more pleased. So worship of devotee is the highest, even higher than the worship of Vishnu. Then Parvati was satisfied. Yes, I am worshipping Shiva, who is greatest Vaishnava. Why he's greatest Vaishnava? Because immediately he said, the supreme worship is worship of Vishnu. So he's a Vaishnava. And Parvati is serving Shiva, worshipping Shiva, who is a Vaishnava, so that is supreme. Abhyarchayitva govindam tadya narchayanti ye nate Vishnu prasadasya bhajanam dambika jana. Hari Bhakti Sudodaya. Proud persons who worship Govinda but do not worship those who are dear to him are not recipients of the Lord's grace. They have only pride. I am devotee, no other devotee. I have become the guru of everyone. Everyone is my disciple. The name for such an attitude is pride. False pride, we may say. So someone thinking, I have become the guru of everyone. Everyone is my disciple. The name for such an attitude is pride. Atridandi is nirasir nirnamas kriya. He does not bless anyone and he does not offer obeisance to anyone. Even the mother and father of Atridandi of his previous ashram should offer obeisance to him. Nirashir nirnamas kriya. Yes, so tomorrow there will be no Skype program because I was invited to go to Zagreb for giving program. So we will continue on Monday where we left.